Varun, and the title that I have at the company is a technical lead of the front end space.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what excites you most about working at AttackForge? What kind of gets you up each day to kind of come in and give people?
Yeah. So the thing that really got me excited about AttackForge is working on a product which people use on a daily basis for long periods of time. So when you're working on a product like that, you can be confident that you are making someone's work life just a little bit better each day. And it's also a diverse set of users that we cater to with our solutions. So we've got pen testers, we've got managers, we've got software engineers and executives. So a wide range of people mean you are thinking about the problem for each one of those users. So it's quite a challenging problem, but when you get the right sort of feedback coming through, that's when you know that you've done the right job. And also another thing is that we're solving problems that exist in the industry at the moment, which means we are coming up with new solutions. So when we are designing these workflows, we're doing it from scratch, and we are hoping that because we're the first ones who are solving some of these problems, we'll eventually end up becoming the de facto solution. That's what we're hoping for, and then sort of striving for that each and every day is what makes it exciting.
It's interesting you talk about that kind of passion of being somewhere where you're absolutely able to create real change. And I mean, one of the things with the AttackForge platform, it's used globally. It's really only got one big competitor out there. It's creating some culture change and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Is that an important part of you to be, for you to kind of get value out of this, to be somewhere where you've got something that's making a real impact?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So. The company has, it was one of the first ones in the space, and having us on, we've always sort of strived to keep that edge on the competitors. So the reason, sorry, yeah, if you don't mind, yeah.
Well, let's skip on to the next one. So,
yeah.
What inspired you to join the team? Obviously the job came up, and what was it about kind of going through that process that you went, there's a good chance I'm going to really enjoy this job and be able to contribute?
Yeah. What I could find from the interview was the company was very product and engineering focused. So that was always a very important thing for me being an engineer. If the company respects or values engineers, then and also the product, then you get to be at the front line of it. So that was, it was very clear, talking to Phil, Stas, and Jason, that they were definitely that. So that's something that got me really interested. And I would say, apart from that, it's just that it was very clear that these are hardworking people who are very aligned, very focused on a mission. So when you have a clear vision in a company, it shows in the product. It shows in everything that you do every single day. There's not a lot of meaningless talks happening. It's being focused on a vision and delivering on it. And also, what I found out after joining the company is the proximity that we keep with customers and the constant feedback that we seek from them. And sometimes, you might be in the illusion that you're building the right product, but only when you find out from the customer, when you keep talking to them, that's when you truly know whether you're building the right thing or not. So it's the proximity to the customer, I would say, is something that has kept me at AttackForge. So.
Oh, excellent. And what do you think the most important skill is that you've kind of brought to the table?
I would like to think that user experience, constantly thinking about that one problem each and every day, which is what front end is all about. It's all about the users. It doesn't matter technically how things need to be done. Yes, you can have technically ideal solutions, but if it doesn't work for the user, it doesn't work for the user. So it's bringing that aspect to the whole solution, constantly thinking about that is what I feel I derive pleasure from working each and every day.
And look, that's such an important part because so many people build things and they think we've got this great solution, but they never think about the user journey. And people just drop off, or it doesn't meet their expectations. So, I mean, you spend a lot of your time focused on actually making sure that people are walking through that. Are you following the data? Are you following, how do you go about doing that?
Yes, definitely. So we do look at user behaviors. So I guess data is one way to derive that information, but I feel apart from that, we do things a bit differently, and that's all thanks to Phil and Stas. Is that they make sure that they constantly keep in touch with the customers and hear out their requests. So I think direct feedback from users has a lot more value than what data does in our case. So I feel that is a wealth of information for me to go with and make some design decisions based on that. So I think workflows, like how is every single user navigating the app, and is that solving their problem? And sometimes you might not even have that thing in the app. So that's where the data is not going to be captured. That's when you ask the user and figure out how we can introduce that workflow in the app, and then start building on it from there, so that they get more and more reliant on it. So that's the idea.
Yeah. Cool. All right. And so, what have been some of the lessons that you've learned, working with the team at AttackForge?
Being a security company, I would say secure coding has been very much an important aspect of it. So constantly just thinking about whatever is being built, has that been built keeping in mind the general security principles? Yes, after a while it becomes common sense, but when you're starting off, you have to constantly think about that aspect of when you're developing an application. So I would like to think that it's become second nature to us now. So that's definitely one of the things. And the other one is, and most importantly, is the team. If you are aligned on the vision and you've got hardworking people on the team, you don't need a lot. Things happen, things fall in place. If you have the right foundation, things just build itself. So yeah, that's.
Fantastic. And so what do you do in your spare time when you're not doing the UI for AttackForge?
I am that sort of guy who loves a coffee cup in the hand, taking the dog out for a walk with my wife, of course. But apart from that, I'm always looking for home improvement projects during the weekend, which comes at the annoyance for my wife. But it's planning, trips to Bunnings, getting stuff done around the house. That's what I do.
Excellent. What kind of dog do you have?
Cavoodle.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
We've got a staffy at the moment.